A pleasant welcome to all. Now we are going to study about free space management. Video lecture and e-content created by R.D. Sivakumar, MSc MPhil MTech, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Assistant Professor and Head Department of MCom CA, INR Janaki College, Sivakasi. Mobile 09944042243. Email sivamscsit@gmail.com. Website www.rdsivakumar.blogspot.in. Free space management. Another important aspect of disk management is keeping track of and all allocating free space. Bit vector. One simple approach is to use a bit vector in which each bit represents a disk block set to 1 if free or 0 if allocated. Fast algorithm exists for quickly finding continuous blocks of a given size. The downside is that a 40 GB disk requires over 5 MB just to store the bitmap. Linked list. A linked list can also be used to keep track of all free blocks. Traversing the list and or finding a continuous block of a given size are not easy but fortunately or not frequently needed operation. Generally, the system just adds and removes single blocks from the beginning of the list. The FAT table keeps track of the free list as just one more linked list on the table. Grouping. A variation on linked list. Free list is to be used links of blocks of indicates of free blocks. If a block holds up to n addresses, then the first block in the linked list contains up to n to 1 addresses of free blocks and a pointer to be next block of free addresses. Counting. When there are multiple continuous blocks of free space, then the system can keep track of the starting address of the group and the number of continuous free blocks. As long as the average length of the continuous group of free blocks is greater than 2, this offers a savings in space needed for the free list. Space maps. Sun's ZFS file system was designed for huge numbers and size of files, directories and even file system. ZFS uses a combination of techniques starting with dividing the disk up into the metaslabs of the manageable size, each having their own space map. Free blocks are managed using the counting technique, but rather than write the information to a table, it is recorded in a log structured transaction record. Thank you.